Hello and welcome to On Your Lane. This is the best place for ambitious people who are taking charge of their life. Who want to make the impact, who want to make the income, who want to live fulfilling lives. And I'm glad that's you because today we're going to go into something amazing. Title is God Hates Smallness. He does. And when I realized that, it set me free. It set me free to boldly pursue my big dreams. And I believe it will do the same for you. Why do I say that God hates smallness? Because absolutely he does. From the first mandate he gave humans in Genesis, he said, be fruitful, multiply, fill the earth. And you would look at it and think, well, it was just two. He created two humans only, but he was telling them, fill the earth. So there was smallness there, but that was never his intention. His intention was these two humans should dominate. And that's the mandate you and I carry. We have the power, the ability to dominate our field. And sometimes, in the grand scheme of things, you feel so small and you think, really, where am I going with this? You carry that power to grow. You carry that power to dominate, fill the earth, and to multiply. So let's get into how you can do this. The first thing you must do is have a big vision for your life. I know this is not so easy because of circumstances. You look around and you see how far people go, what is possible. You look in your bank account, you look at your qualifications, and you're like, you know what? I've been dealt these cards. Let me live how I can. But that's never God's intention. The small you have in your hands right now can multiply, but it needs you to have the vision. God is not going to come. Nobody at all is going to come to you and say, okay, the way you're positioned, the way you are, this is how you can succeed, or this is how you can make something amazing. It has to start with you. So you have to be clear about what you desire. And having a big vision means you look beyond what you have, beyond what is possible, beyond what is achievable in your reality. Every great person that ever did amazing things always exceeded the expectations of his community and his surroundings and his qualifications. So you don't need all that. You first of all have to have a clear vision, big, clear vision. What do you want from your life? The second thing, ready for it? Be okay starting small. Oh, this was a challenge for me. I will not lie. My vision is pretty big. I didn't have an issue creating a big vision because when I understood how God worked and I was like, okay, I can do this. I wrote down my big, big vision, but I didn't understand the smallness. It's like I'm waiting for the miracle. It has to fall upon me. I want the big break. I want to start, do it for a little bit, and then boom, everything has blossomed and it's huge. But that's not how things work. You have to be okay with starting small. Yes, you will own that chain of stores. Yes, you'll be known everywhere. Yes, you have billions and billions of dollars. Yes, you'll make the impact that you want. But you need to start small. The biggest things start small. Jesus came as a baby and he was the king of the whole world, the savior, but he had to come as a baby. The biggest tree that you see had to start from a seed. Everything big has to start small. The advantage of smallness is that it allows you to train. It allows you to be aware of yourself, aware of your business, or aware of your career, aware of the challenges. It allows you to go through life unnoticed without big challenges against you. Because I promise you, as you start getting bigger, you have bigger challenges that can easily overwhelm you. So smallness allows you to get clear on what you want, get confident, practice, and then you will be growing as you go. Smallness is not permanent, but you have to be okay with starting brick by brick. The third thing is also very challenging for most people. It is developing a plan for moving towards your goal, brick by brick, every day. So you can have a big goal, you can have a monthly goal, you can have a quarterly goal, but every day, what are you doing that is getting you closer to that goal? That is discipline. That is self-control. That is the stuff that makes champions. You're starting every day, you're looking at yesterday, you're like, I made mistakes, but I'm going to do better. I'm going to push harder. I'll keep going. You are seeing things that are distracting and you're saying, no, I have a goal, I have a purpose, I'm going this way. That is challenging because most of us start the year strong with our goals, with our clear ambitions. And then within the year, we're like, oh, this is hard. And at the end of the year, you're like, what happened in the whole year? So being able to set up a routine for day by day, being able to have a plan for a month, for a week, for a quarter, and then stopping and then saying, did I do it? Am I doing it? Am I pursuing it? That is amazing stuff. And if you already have that in place, kudos. But if you see a need for it, then let's get to work and develop that strategy. Do something that gets you closer to your big goal every day. It can be talking to a person that can support you. It can be reading something that opens your mind. It can be watching something that encourages your spirit. Because if you have a big goal, there'll be times when your spirit is dry and you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. But just that day saying, okay, I'm going to listen to something that encourages my spirit, that is progressive. You're taking steps. So design your life every day to move you closer and closer towards your goal. The next thing you should do is review. There is nothing that kills purpose and dreams more than lack of review, lack of monitoring. You're just hustling and just going. You need to stop. You need to stop, systematically stopping. Not just stop abruptly anywhere. No, have weekly stops, have monthly stops, where you stop and say, okay, I set out to do this. I set out to design my life this way. Is it working? Is it bringing results? Because you could do something. You could be busy, but busy does not mean productive. Busy does not mean progress. So it's important for you to make these periodic stops to assess how progress is coming. And then in the stops, when you are doing them right, you will notice mistakes, you will notice failures. And instead of feeling bad and saying, I can't do this, I don't know what's happening, pivot. Failures are redirections. They're showing you what you should be doing or what you should not be doing. So learn from that and say, okay, this didn't work. Let me make a change. This worked. Let me improve on it. You see? So review and be free to pivot. That is important to make sure that you're moving towards your big, big thing. The last thing you must do is persist. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard because if you analyze life, most people die small, but you don't want to die small. You don't want to die with your goals. I know that. That's why you're here. And that's why we're talking about this. And the difference is in the persistence. You're seeing your effort. Maybe you're not seeing results yet, but persist. Because how will the big break come if you quit? So quitting is a guarantee that it's never going to happen. Persisting just delays that. This assures you that it's going to come. It's coming. Keep going. So if you hear any story, and I love seeing stories, listening to stories of successful people and seeing how they achieved their success, you will be encouraged by the fact that they had to persist. They had to persist when money ran dry. They had to persist when everybody turned away from them. They had to persist when they were tired. They had to persist, and you have to persist as well. Keep your vision clear, and that's the importance of having a big vision and making sure that it is very clear and personal to you, so that then you know that I have to keep going because this must happen. And every small thing with persistence becomes big. The biggest trees take the longest time to blossom, but when they do blossom, when they become what they are, oh my goodness, it becomes undeniable. So the people who are dissing and laughing start saying, oh, we know him, we know her, we grew up together. But they don't understand the pain and the struggle of the journey. But you will not even have the opportunity to stand there and say it was worth it unless you don't give up. So make sure you have surroundings that encourage you. Make sure you are even online in communities that are encouraging people who are similar to you or building similar things. You'd be surprised how the issues you're facing really affect everyone else who's also trying or building something big. So never give up, keep going and keep pushing hard. If you go into the Bible, you will see that there are so many stories of small people, people who are insignificant. There was a shepherd one time. His name was David. God designed him to be a king. It took him 17 or 15 years for him to move from shepherd to king, but he became the best king ever. There was a young man one time. He had a dream where his family was serving him. He was 15 or 17 when he had that dream. It took about 15 years of trials, 15 years of rejection, redirection, and sabotage. But in 15 years later, he became a prime minister in a foreign land. The Bible stories are not just stories to be like, oh, feel good. Oh, no, they are stories to encourage us, to show us how God operates, and to activate our faith and our expectation that he who did that for them will do that for you as well. So starting small is not an issue. ending small is a curse. Strong word, but true, because you have big things within you. In the right environment, with the right persistence, they'll come out and positively affect your environment, your family, yourself, your name. Whatever you're created to do is meant to happen, but it won't happen if you just sit on it. And I hope these steps that I've shared will encourage you on your journey to keep pushing. Smallness is a curse and we're shaking it off. And if this is something that you desire to pursue, then check out in the description box. There's a link to the Zone of Success. That is a tool that will help you uncover your genius and allow you to then focus on what's important that will bring you fruitfulness and progress in your life. And if you want to work one on one with me, if you want to get deeper, check out another link in the description box. It's called Circle of Greatness. That's a program that I created to help ambitious people find their place in this world and find that inner motivation to keep pushing that vision and see it materialize. I have a new video on Tuesdays, and then on Thursdays, we have a new podcast. The description box has all the details, and I can't wait to keep connecting with you. I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.